Shalom, Yasha'Allah, Shalom, Shalom. Call all Yahweh. Ba Shema Mashiach, Malaki Yahushai. Wa Wakakadash, Atazawan. Kapal Kapayim, Mashquaim. Wa Kom Yasha'Allah, Habatamakim. Wa Akwa. Hey, man, we back at it with another video through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Sirach series, what is it, chapter 4? You understand that? Move. Chapter 4, you understand? We back at it, you already know the drill. Not much need for, intro. So let's hop straight into it. Sirach number 4, chapter 4, right? Sirach chapter 4. Sirach chapter 4. It says, "My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long." Okay, so charity, right? Let's read on. Verse 2. "Make not an hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress." Let's read that again. Make not a hungry soul sorrowful. We can break this down spiritually and carnally, but for the sake of the chapter, we're going to break it down carnally. You understand that? Don't make a hungry soul sorrowful. Man, in the world, a lot of people, especially where I'm from, it's a thing to kind of clown the poor, especially ones that's on drugs. Now, if you go on Instagram and you type in one word, ghetto streets of Baltimore, you'll see some crazy stuff on there. And you'll see the exact opposite of this precept. Our people clowning the poor, our people clowning our people that's stuck on drugs, all kind of stuff. You understand that? Let's read on. It says, "Make not an hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man." Neither provoke a man in his distress. It says, "Add no more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need." And that's just evil, man. Don't be one of those brothers, you going through something, and then somebody just add them to your label. You understand that? Or a brother going through something, and you like, man, I just got XYZ. Oh, yeah, I just did XYZ. Right? Don't be that brother. Don't be that brother. Right? Don't add into somebody's vexed soul, man. That's just evil. That's just evil at the end of the day. Let's read on. It says, "And defer not to give to him that is in need." Right? It says, "And defer not to give to him that is in need." Because, at the end of the day, charity is important, man. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 13. Charity is important, man. I kind of want to look up this word as well. We can hop in there. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1. "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity." Right? Though you got all the deep, dark breakdowns. Though you praying, you have a fervent prayer life. You understand that? In the Hebrew, right? "And have not charity." What does it say? "And have not charity, I am become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal," man. Right? And the tinkling cymbal, let's look it up. All right, let's look it up. You're a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. Whatever. Man, what it's about to be, I know it's going to be negative. Right? Tinkling cymbal. Right? For you musicians out there, right? Salt of the earth. Pretty sure y'all know it. TINKLINGCY. See what a tinkling cymbal is, man. And look who I see. Esau. Oh, look. Even in tinkling cymbal, it gave 1 Corinthians 13 and 1. So they already know what's going on. All right. I want to get this, Salakia. I want to get this. All right. Esau. All right. We might not rock out with this. We're going to see. Esau in here with a 3-minute video. Right, but let's read it again. Right, so even though you don't got charity, even though you might have the spiritual.
And today we're going to change our subject. We're looking at 1 Corinthians chapter 13, what Paul said about love. Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. Okay.
If I speak.
That he didn't give me the tinkling symbol. I'll look one more time. If not, call it a day. All right, this is a clanging cymbal. Just clang the cymbal, man.
trumpet since I was in 5th grade.
I don't care.
And even, right? Keep blessed. Blessed. Look forward to the next one. Keep putting air. The thing about a trumpet or any breath all the way through high school, okay? And the thing about a trumpet or any breath.
All right, listen. At the end of the day, it's something negative, man. You're like nothing. You're not like the pleasant harp of David. You're not like the pleasant, instruments of our forefathers, right? You're not the instrument upon 10 strings of a harp. You understand that? You're not the instruments that David was setting up. You're not that. You're the tinkling cymbal, man. So at the end of the day, also what I wanted to touch on is that we should be giving charity. And also, literally to give charity, you got to have the ability to do it. Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, if any provide not for his own, meaning like if you can't even provide for your family, meaning like, okay, it's not wise to be out here giving charity, but you're not providing for your family on the carnal level. So even if you're at the level to where you can't even provide for your family, right? And especially for those of his own house, right? If you can't provide for your own house, he have denied the faith. Denied the faith, man, right? And it's worse than an infidel, right? So you're worse than the Jake and the truth because you can't provide for your family. I mean, Slucky, you're worse than the Jake in the world because you can't provide for your family. Providing for your family is extremely serious. It's extremely important. Let's go to Acts. I believe it's chapter 17. Right? Paul the tent maker. Let's go to Acts chapter 17. Acts chapter 17. Right? Let me find this precept. Because it's extremely important, man. And like kind of similar to with this whole Sirach series, we're gonna be teaching on a lot of like just common life lessons, man. That is good for men and women to know. And we know women can also give charity. But I want to touch on the men real quick. Let's go to the book of Acts. Right. So lucky, I believe it's Acts chapter 17. It's 18. It's lucky. All right, let's go to it. Acts chapter 18, and I'll start at verse number 2. Right? It says, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy. It says with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto him, and because he was of the same craft, he abode with him and wrought. For by their occupation they were tent makers, right? It says, and he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath and persuaded the Jews and the Greeks. So even during this time of Paul, these men had occupations to provide for their household, right? It is the same thing today. Even though they were in a Roman captivity, we're in a so-called, Babylonian American captivity. You follow? We should still be providing for our households. This is extremely important, right? Let's go to that in Genesis. Let's go to that in Genesis. Genesis chapter 2 and verse number 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Right? So leave out of the living situation, leave out of the comfort that you have right now, and get to that point to where as though, hey, you're providing for your household. Right? You cleaved into your wife. Right? You found your wife, you chose her to build her up and to set her in the household to where as though she can do her work, man. Right? Find you a wife and put her in the household so she can do what she's supposed to do, right? Don't put her in a damn tent in the middle of the city to where as though she has nothing to clean. It's nothing for her to clean. You understand that? The point is, as men, you want to be focused on doing what you got to do, man. Money is a defense. And you have to have that in order for you to be getting charity, right? And charity is very much important in these last days. right? Because that's very, very, very important. In the last chapter of Sirach, we talked about how if you're a man of stature, or if you got strong, or you have might, or whatever you may have, hey, that's how much more of the infirmities that you have to bear for the weak, right? So let's read on. In Sirach 4 and verse number 6, verse number 5. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him. All right. So here it is. You making jokes about somebody that's poor. He threw up curses. He threw up a prayer against you, whatever it may be. The most I can hear that, man. You understand that? You made a joke about somebody being down in their funds. That brother or sister throw up prayers or throw up curses. Not throw up curses, but that brother throw up prayers, and the Most High hears them. You understand that? And then the Most High brings something against you. So let's read on. It says, for if he curse thee in his bitterness, right, verse 7, get thyself the love of the congregation, and bow thy head to a great man. Get thyself the love of the congregation, man. Get thyself the love of the congregation. Let's go to Hebrews 13 and 1. Man, because a lot of brothers, you think giving the love of the congregation is putting on a fake a word, a fake ASS smile as soon as you come around, brothers, man. I want to go to Hebrews 13 and 1 and actually exercise the scriptures, man. Actually exercise the scriptures. This is Hebrews 13 and 1. Let brotherly love continue. Period, man. Brotherly love has to continue. Right? Brotherly love is not just putting on a facade. It's not, brother. Right? Because the Lord said what? There's a friend in name. There's only a friend in name. He wouldn't be a friend when everything's going good. We doing the same old, kick back, chill out, relax. I don't want those men around me like that. I really don't. You understand that? I really don't. If I can't call you on a damn Wednesday at 3 o'clock or Thursday at damn 8 a.m., you understand that? Just to call you to tell you how excited I am about whatever it may be. Or to call to tell you how I think something else. Or I call to check in on you. You understand that? I don't trust men that don't answer the phone. I don't trust men that don't answer the phone, man. Let brotherly love continue. It says, be not forgetful to entertain. Right, I think that's it on that. Sirach here. Right, that's it on that. Let's get the classic in Psalm 133. Right. Let's get a classic. Right. I don't want the brother around me that just don't know how to be sincere, man. That don't know how to be genuine. Right. If you didn't have friends in the world, brother, it's okay. Coming to the truth and understanding that, hey, we are all dust and ashes. First, Psalm chapter 133, verse 1. Behold, how good and pleasant is it for brethren to do good. How good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garment. Right, so you got a beard, and it's going down to the skirts of your garment, and it's oiled up and it's juiced up. What does everybody do? They be like, damn, Aaron, you got a mighty beard. Damn, Aaron, you gonna cut that? Damn, Aaron, I see you braided it today. Okay, that's what's up. Right, it always gets compliments. It always gets attention. You understand that? Okay, boom, you got brethren together in unity. You got haters. They like, damn, what do they do? Or they got that little secret group going on. Or they got that little whatever going on. That's how it goes with men, man. Right? You have a beard that's so flamboyant. Everybody was not going to have everybody's going to want to say something. Everybody's going to want to have, wait, what's going on? You follow? But that's how beautiful it is, man. How beautiful his beard was is how beautiful our congregations should be. Back to Hebrews 13, it says, let your conversations be without covetousness. You understand that? Just chilling, right? Just chilling. I don't got to talk about, yeah, man, I'm going to have to get up tomorrow, go ahead, do this, bust this move, so I go grab that Bentley. I'm going to go ahead, you know what I'm saying, go fly the helicopter to the other side. You know, come on, brother, right? You get away from that covetous spirit, man, right? Just chill out for a second. Verse 3, it says, and as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion, for there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore, man. Get the love of the congregation. understand that it's important to a certain extent, like how brothers perceive you, right? And brothers, if you always that brother that you just talk all day, nobody can ever get a word out. You just gotta you talking. You ended up breaking down Deuteronomy 28. You ended up breaking down Revelation 20 out of nowhere. And you just talking. Everybody just listening. Nobody wants to be around that brother, man. Come on, man. You understand that? Get the love of the congregation, man. Understand what's gonna help you is what I'm saying is understanding that you're yourself is lowly with everybody else in that congregation, man. We all ain't nothing. We just here to have a good time and keep the commandments. You understand? Let's read on. Sirach chapter 4 verse 8. It says, Sirach 4 and 8 says, let it not grieve thee to bow down thine ear to the poor and give him a friendly answer with meekness. To give him a friendly answer with meekness, man. So you might have a brother in the world. Spiritually, he can be poor. The Lord said, be not ashamed to answer him with meekness, man. You understand that? To be meek, man. You might know how to break down the whole Bible. You might be talking to a brother that's in the world, a sister that's in the world. Greet him with meekness, man. You understand that? Let's read on. All right, don't be all high-minded and proud. Like you, whatever. Let's read on. Deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment. It says, be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto their mother. So like it says, be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto their mother. So shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than thy mother doeth. Meaning, brother, be that brother that you have so much love in your heart. You're willing to just accept people and to love people, man. At the end of the day, be one of those brothers and one of those sisters that has just so much damn love in your heart. People think it's fake, right? For example, the elder Caleb in the WFI Baltimore camp, he do not stop giving gifts. He don't stop, man. What that lets you know is that he's constantly thinking about brothers. That means what that lets you know is that he's constantly wants to see smiles on brothers' face. You understand that? Now I'll share this one thing. Me personally, I'm not good at giving gifts. Like some people, they'll walk through a store and they'll see something and be like, "Oh, I think this would be a good gift for XYZ." Or you'll see an item and think about somebody else. Me personally, I don't go through that. But that thought process that I'm sure that you've heard of, that's love right there, man. Right? That's what this precept is getting at. You want to be one of those brothers, one of those sisters that just got so much love in your heart, man. You give something out to somebody, you don't even expect it back, man. Right? I'll let you hold $30, man. Go ahead, keep the $30, man. I'll get it back. You follow? Be one of those men, right? You might have a widow within the nation, man. You can help her take care of her kids without trying to get into her damn pants, man. Right? Just going into being genuine. You understand that? And understanding that, like, we all dust and ashes at the end of the day. Have that love in your heart, man. You understand that? I mean, you might be talking to a sister, right? She might have a whole crazy little situation, whatever it may be, right? Her husband is dead. She's widowed. She might not know what's going on. Whatever it may be, man. Right? Be there to help her, man. Just be meek and lowly. That's being meek and lowly. Don't be high-minded. I can't be defiled. I'm blameless. I'm whatever, man. Right? Use your common sense and understand when there's times to actually help people, man. Right? You got a sister pull up the camp. She dressed like a harlot, but guess what? She stopped to hear the words of the Lord. Are you like, man, nah, you might as well just keep, come on, brother. Right? What I'm trying to get at is have that love in your mind that's without a condition. There's unconditional love towards your people, man. Right? Even as a man, and especially as a woman. Let's read on. I like that precept. Let's read on. It says, deliver him, Salakia, verse number 11. Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. And he that loveth her, Salakia, and he that loveth her loveth life. And they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. So if you're a young man like myself or a young woman, you understand that? You seeking the wisdom at these early ages, hey, That's you're gonna find joy in that. You might talk to a lot of older people. They tell you, "Hey, man, I wish I was in the truth at that age." Right? Which is beautiful, and that's, hey, we hear that all the time. We gotta find there's truth in that. You understand that? You have to have the understanding of that, which is a blessing, man, from the Most High, nothing else. Verse 13, he that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doeth love. Right? So if you love wisdom, man, if you love wisdom, the Lord loves you. If you love morality, the Lord loves you. If you love prophecy, the Lord loves you. If you love Yahweh, the Lord loves you, man. If you love the Bible, the Holy Scriptures, the Lord loves you. Right? Let's read on. Verse number 15. It says, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. Because at the end of the day, the wisdom is gonna lead you to the commandments, right? And you keeping the commandments and the faith is what's gonna allow you to judge the nations, man. Right? Let's go to 16. It says, if a man, let's go to that. So lucky. Let's go to that. And John chapter 19. Right. I think it's 19:7. Okay, it's not 19:7. Let me find this precept. So lucky. Let me find this precept real fast. John 19 or Luke 19. Right. Let's go to the book of Luke chapter 19, verse 17. Slack it. Luke, not John. This is Luke chapter 19. Slack it. Slack it. Luke chapter 19 and verse number 17. Slack it. The water. He said, Barakatah. The water. Luke chapter 19, verse 17. And he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. Have thou authority over 10 cities, man. You understand that? So, because the wisdom, you understand that? We talked about this in chapter 1. A Google definition of wisdom is going to tell you is the knowledge to know when to choose good over evil. Right, the knowledge when to choose good over evil. And that's how it goes with the scriptures. Wisdom is you applying the wisdom knowledge. Wisdom is you applying the knowledge that you have of the commandments. That's wisdom, right? Moving in wisdom is moving in the commandments. And choosing good over evil, right? So let's go back to the book of Sirach. So lucky, forgive me for that. Right? Back to the book of Sirach. Chapter 4 and verse number 16. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession. Let's go to Psalm 91. Right. Let's go to Psalm 91. This made me think of bearing fruit in old age. Hey man, I love reading this precept on the Sabbath day. Right? This is Psalm chapter 91. Psalm chapter 92. Psalm chapter 92 and verse 14. It says, they shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing, man. So loving the Most High, keeping the commandments, and really it's about staying in this truth, right? Not letting the spiritual demon Satan to beguile you and work on your mind, but staying in this truth is going to allow you to bring fruit in old age, man. I want to be one of those old men that's somewhat fit, you understand that? And it's possible to live an active lifestyle. I don't want to be the old man that got kids that do the opposite of what we talked about in the last video. They do the opposite of what we talked about in the last video. They rebellious. They don't take care of me. And I'm in the old folks home, get my behind wiped by somebody that's making minimum wage, man. I don't want to be that old man at all. Right? I want to be the old man that's fat and flourishing through applying the wisdom and the commandments, right? All right, I'm going to read this again. Psalm chapter 92. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing. Right, let's read on. To show that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Let's read on. Sirach chapter 4 and verse. Sirach chapter 4 and verse number 17. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Let's read that again. It says, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him with her by her laws. Meaning what? You come into this truth. That zeal that you have is oftentimes misguided. Or that zeal that you have, it is misguided. Because you don't understand how to get to certain precepts telling you not to condemn your own heart. Right? Living your life is not about living your life in a state of anxiety, or living your life in a state of 100% fear and you can't operate, right? Certain people have social anxieties to where they can't even get a job, right? Because they just so head over heels with, however that mental process goes, right? But that's wisdom once you first come into the truth, right? Once you first come into the truth and you experience these things, that's wisdom trying you. Because wisdom got to mold you, man. That's wisdom molding you. That goes to show you even more how man is just dust and ashes, right? I'm just a man being molded by wisdom, right? You over righteous. You understand that? I'll share this. Me personally, when I first came into the truth, when I would pray, I will read the whole chapter. I will read the whole Psalms 119 in my prayer. Or when I first came into the truth, when I prayed, I would read I used to read the whole prayer Manassas, which isn't bad. Or I would read whole chapters back to back, facing the east. You understand that? For a prayer. This is what I used to do. Now, I'm not saying that's over righteous, but when you first come into the truth, that's wisdom working on you and really molding you to be who you will be in the future. But then it says what? It says, then, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. I have a video on my channel called Learning from the Tree. Once wisdom molds you and shapes you in these ways, wisdom will trust you in a certain aspect. To whereas though that one did. Wisdom will trust you in a certain aspect. To whereas though you grow in this truth, you understand that, and you're not faced with certain temptations. You're not faced with the same demons, the same trials and tribulations. Or when you are faced with those, you deal with them different. You know how to apply the knowledge and the wisdom of being, just wise, man. It comes down to wisdom and discernment. You know how to apply that discernment once you're in the truth for a while. All right? You might wonder why you're in a different mindset, why you're in a different mode than you are today, than you was back then. It's because wisdom is working on you differently. Right? Then it comes down to the laws. Right? Are you really going to keep the law of uncleanliness? Yeah, I'm going to keep the law of uncleanliness. You understand that? That's how wisdom works on you nowadays. Once you're somebody that's been in the truth for a while. Right? Let's read on. At the end of the day, I'll say this. A key to know if somebody really going to stay in this truth and kind of get it a little bit, really it's all up to the Lord, right? There'll be prayers and Most High willing. If somebody's new into the truth, they continue to go, they continue to, grow and learn and stay on fire. But you get somebody that's new into the truth, they halfway want to read, they halfway want to do the things that you're telling them, like, well, this is wise, this is why you do this. They halfway want to do these things. You give them some time. They still lukewarm. They still not getting it. It's not going to go like that. Because wisdom is going to hit like a train, man. For real. And it's going to try that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like put them in the heat, like the scripture said, man. That's deep. For at the first, it's like in verse number 18. Then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and shew him her secrets. Guess what? Now you've been in the truth. Now you actually understand certain breakdowns. You can teach them a different way. Now you actually understand certain precepts on how to conduct yourself, on how what to do in certain aspects, right? But if he go wrong, right, meaning like if you just willfully sin, just let it go. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin, right? So guess what? Now wisdom is a little bit more lenient. Let's put this on a carnal level. Wisdom is a little bit more lenient. You understand that? You still fear the Most High, but you have an applied knowledge of fearing the Most High, to where you don't walk around biting your nails, then looking up in the sky 24/7. You understand that? Now you're a little bit more relaxed, right? Now you're comfortable with getting around other brothers of a friend zone, right? You're not always, just being so-called over-righteous, right? If you understand what I'm saying, if you've seen this before, right? Now, if you doing these things, but you're secretly doing whatever you want to do, right? Secretly backsliding or secretly in sins, and guess what? Wisdom is then going to leave you after that. You follow? Right? Let's read on. Right, and then she's going to give you over to your own ruin. So if you have a lust demon, right, you're going to end up engulfed in that lust demon. If you have a covetous spirit, you're going to be engulfed in that covetous spirit, in that greed spirit, right? GREED, right? Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. Gotta have this, gotta have that, right? Let's read on. That's how it goes, man. It makes sense. Oh, I also want to add this. Now, a part of that, she will give him to his own. Let me read this again. I want to add this. It says, but if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. This is also going into keeping your mind fixated on wisdom, right? Now, let's make it make sense. Now, if you're a man and you're supposed to be in this truth, but all day, every damn day, all you do is scroll on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, all damn day, right? All damn day, you don't do nothing else. You're going to end up coming back into that world. You're going to end up coming back into that worldly mindset. But if you're a man, if you're a woman in the truth, and you're constantly trying to read, you're constantly trying to pray, you're on the phone, you're talking to sisters, you're talking to brothers that are like-minded, and y'all can have these conversations about the scriptures. And then you can come back and read the scriptures. And then you can go up and throw a prayer, right? And then you might go and kick back, go ahead, throw it on a movie. Then when the movie come on, you think of certain precepts, right? Or you go and you turn on the Exodus movie, and you think about your forefathers. This is molding your mindset to being in this truth, right? Molding, changing who you are. Let's go to that. This is literally changing who you are. You have to literally change who you are to stay in this truth, man. You can't half-step it. Damn, this is going to be going throughout the whole book of Sirach. You can't half-step it, man. You have to fully change who you are. And you have to change your mindset, the stuff that you do, man. Right? In the world, you used to scroll on social media. In the world, you used to like brothers and sisters' pictures, right? And send them hard eyes. In the world, you used to do these things. Let's go to Sirach. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter. Sirach. I don't know why I keep forgetting precept. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. Right? Now, the Lord said, come out from among them. Right? Come out from among them and be ye separate. You have to be separate in this thing. And being separate is engulfing your mind into these scriptures, man, into the truth, man. That's being separate, because this is a new understanding. This is a new learning for all of us. Right? Understand that you're an Israelite. Understand that you have to keep the commandments. You have a different a way of living, man. Your way of living is not the American lifestyle. Your way of living is set apart. It's different. You have to mold your mind and shape your mind to understand this. And that's how you really endure in this truth. That's how you really keep going, because you have no other option. You only think about, you know, what you got going on in the truth. But if you go back into that mindset of what you used to do in the world, it's going to come back up to you. That's why the Lord said, hey, wisdom is going to give you back to your own ruin. Let's read on. Salakia, let's read on. Verse number 19. 20. Observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it Salakia. And be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. Right, so always be vigilant, right? Understand what you're doing, what you got going on, right? For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace. Accept no person against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall, right? So constantly be humble and understanding that we dust and ashes, and observe the opportunity and beware of evil, meaning like always be vigilant, man. It's okay with going to a bar or whatever it may be, but you got to observe these things and kind of scope out evil and go the other way. Let's read on. Accept no person, verse 23, and refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good, and hide not thy wisdom in her beauty, right? It says, and refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good. Brothers, like any brother trying to go to camp tomorrow, kind of want to do some extra work. Hey, don't hesitate, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? Let's read on. For by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the words of the tongue. And no wise speak against the truth, but be ashamed of the error of thine ignorance. Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of the river. Right? Be not ashamed to confess thy sin, because once you get around brothers or sisters that's sincere, you understand that? That's understanding, man. It's no reason to be ashamed of these things, because at the end of the day, we all wicked, right? You might deal with a certain different spirit that I deal with, but like at the end of the day, man, like, hey, it's no guarantee if I'm gonna make it, if you're gonna make it. So these mindsets kind of helps you to not be afraid to confess your sins, man. I mean, hey, me and brothers we confess our sins to each other all the time, and it's an all-time type of thing. You understand that? And the more you do it, the more and the faster you come out of that that mindset to where it's always like, yeah, nah, nobody can know this. I gotta, like, oh, nah, I'm. That's really Satan. Because what's your reason for not wanting to talk to nobody about it? You don't want nobody in your business. So you too prideful for salvation, right? Or you don't want to confess your sins. Oh, okay. What's your reason? Oh, nah, I'm about to kick it. I prayed to the Most High, I was about to be gone. Oh, but you did it last week as well, right? Oh, okay, so you're too prideful for salvation, man. Right? It's no really excuse not to be confessing your sins, right? Let's read on. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Let's go to the book of Exodus, chapter 14. Strive for the truth unto death, man, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Right? Let's go to this in Exodus, chapter 14, and verse number 14. It says, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace, man. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace, man. Right? Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord gonna fight for you. Meaning, okay, on a carnal level, you might be throwing your hooks. You might be throwing your straights. You might be slipping punches and then coming back with an uppercut. But guess what? That's the Lord doing that for you, right? You just doing it and succeeding, right? And you slipping and darting every single punch that come your way, right? It says, be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack and remiss, right? So don't be hasty in your tongue, right? You always at the tip of somebody's tongue when they talk, right? Don't be hasty in your tongue, and in thy deeds slack and remiss. So if you say you're going to do something, go ahead and do it. If you don't, it says, be not a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants. Let not thy hand be stretched out to receive, and shut when thou shouldest repay. Right? Let's get a precept in Colossians 3:12. Right? Right? Let's get a precept in Colossians 3:12, and we're gonna close up with this. Colossians. Right. Don't be a lion in your house. Don't be a lion in your household. Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. It says, put on, therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. So there's no reason to be a lion in your household. There's no reason to do the most, to be angry to the men of your household, right? Be merciful, man. And with that, shalom, 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 ahabatam, shalom.